The holidays is around the corner, so it's time to get cooking. And today we're gonna make a very important dish on the Swedish Christmas table. If not the most important one, or at least for me. Jansson's Frestelse. And the history about this dish is a little bit unclear, but it comes from the Swedish smörgåsbord to begin with, and was introduced to the Swedish Christmas table somewhere in the middle of 1900s. One rumor that might be true is that a guy called Jansson'S, and the dish is called Jansson's Temptation or Jansson's Frestelse in Swedish. On after parties, so after being drinking at the pub, he always brought home friends and offered them anchovy casserole with hard bread, cheese and some hard liquor. That was his go-to dish to serve all his friends. So, and the rumor is that caught on fire, and yeah, now we eat Jansson's Frestelse on every Christmas table here in Sweden. I don't know if that's true, but we are sticking for that story for this video at least. And to be honest, I have been a little bit scared about this dish. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's such a centerpiece on the Swedish Christmas table that you can't really F it up, because then the whole Christmas is ruined pretty much. But after cooking it, it's really straightforward and you can't really F it up. So I hope you get inspired by this video and cook your own Jansson's Frestelse this winter. So what I'm gonna do to begin with is just chop up the onion and potatoes, fry up the onions, and then make a cream sauce out of the anchovies and cream and throw it in the oven. I'll start off with the potatoes and onions. I'm gonna cut them up and pre-cook them a little bit before we put them in the casserole pan. And the thing I like to do is just split them in two. And yeah, when cutting my onions, I like to hold my fingers like a claw or whatever, and then just go up and down from there. This way there's no fingers in the way, so you can just go. In the beginning, if you're not used to it, go slow, just like this. And then when you get some more confident and have trained a little bit more, you can pick the speed up. And when you have cut up your onion to more thinner slices, it's time to caramelize them before we put them in the casserole. So what I like to do is put in some oil and then a generous amount of butter. I'm putting it a little bit more butter here than you probably should, but I'm not putting in any butter in later. So this is my extra butter now, so your onion gets nice and caramelized, and yeah, you don't need any extra butter later. Once the butter has melted, throw in the onions. And now when the onion is pretty much almost done, I'm gonna add a touch of sugar on there. There's so much salt in the casserole with the anchovies and so on, so a little bit extra sweetness to the onion is fine. And yeah, maybe just a tablespoon or so. So now our onion is ready. It's time for the potatoes. I'm gonna cut it up with my knife. You can use, if you haven't, you can use one of these French fries cutter as well, and just, yeah, goes pretty quick. But since not everyone has a French fry cutter back in your home, I'm gonna use the knife here, so it's easier for you to follow the recipe. So what you like to do here is just split it up, and you want to have smaller than a French fries, but not too thin either. And you don't want to rinse the potatoes afterwards. We need the starch, and there's more ways to do this, but for demonstration purposes, what I like to do is just to make it half first, because we want to end up with, I don't know, this kind of smaller portions. So first let the top off and just, yeah, something like that. Then we will end up as, not French fries, smaller than French fries pieces. This will be perfect for the Jansson. And also Jansson is one of those things that some people actually don't like here in Sweden. You should have thought that everyone loves fish in Sweden because we're kind of known for fermented fish and so on, but that is not the case. I know a lot of young people, and even me when I was small, didn't like Jansson. So I guess it's more of a grown-up dish nowadays, but once you start liking it, for me at least, and for many people I know, it's the most important dish of the whole Christmas table. And the Christmas table is, yeah, it's a big feast. Back in days when we were farmers, or more people were farmers, I guess. Yeah, you slaughter your Christmas pig and you made as much food as possible with everything on the pig. Sausage, blood cake was really on every Christmas table back in the days. Nowadays it's not, so that's pretty sad actually. Pig ears, salted pig tails, and so on. And also something that's pretty funny actually is that a really important thing on the Christmas table now as well is our Christmas ham dressed with mustard. But that actually is not a traditional Swedish part of the Christmas table. Back in the days when you slaughtered a pig, you salted the ham and hang it up inside the barn for tougher times. It was pretty much a lifeline. If you had a bad harvest, you can at least go and nibble on the ham. It's time to start assembly the Jansson. And yeah, you pretty much make a lasagna, or I don't know, casserole. We're gonna start off with adding a bottom layer with potatoes. Usually make a bigger portion, but I'm making this for you guys, so I'm making a smaller portion. So start layer everything. Potato first. Now it's onion time. And try to spread it out. As I said, in some recipes you add butter on the top as well, but since I cooked it in quite a lot of butter, I'm not gonna need that in this recipe. And now the anchovies comes in play. And you want to have quite generously with anchovies fillets. This is a smaller version, so I'm only gonna add 4 here. If you had a normal size casserole, I would add at least 8. Actually, something like this is pretty good. And now I'm gonna top it up with the sweetened buttery onions. And yeah, anchovies fillets on the top. And since these are so small, they were pretty much melt during the cooking in the oven. Doesn't this look beautiful already? And now it's time for a very important step. And what you want to do now is to push everything down a little bit so you get contact. And now it comes to one of the last most important step of the whole thing. You're gonna use the anchovies brine and put in a whole can into the cream and give it a stir. And now it's time to cover everything until you can start to see the cream coming up from the sides. And something like that. You can see the cream is starting to peak up, but it's not all the way covered. And before we put it in the oven now, I'm just gonna put some breadcrumbs on top. This will add some nice flavor and also some nice browning on top. Something like that, just a touch. Now it's time to throw it in the oven for 40 minutes on 225 Celsius, or let's do this. Before we dig into this, we're gonna put some tin foil on top and let it rest around 5 minutes, something. See you in 5 minutes. And yeah, the whole house smells now of the Jansson. You really get that nice creaminess from the creamy. Really nice to get a nice texture from the potato. The nice deepness and saltiness from the anchovies. This is a really comforting dish. And I really hope that you got inspired by seeing this video and want to cook Jansson by yourself this year. And this will be the start of my Christmas series here on my channel with Swedish Christmas food. So if you want to learn more Swedish Christmas foods, make sure to subscribe, hit a like and comment down below. If you got any suggestions on which Christmas food you want me to cook, drop a DM here on Instagram and I'll do my best to cook it. And as always, I wish you a great day.